Right, are we live? I think we're live and kicking. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a live stream actually. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since the last time I did a live stream. I think it was probably about 10 months ago. So I might be a bit out of practice and a bit rusty. So it seems like a lot of you are quite interested in what's the next stage for me and the team. So I've got a list of questions here that I'm going to answer before I go through the live stream questions. So hold on your questions for now. There's been a lot of speculation, a lot of false comments, some funny comments, and I just want to address all these things. So let's get straight into it. First of all, I want to go back to June last year. So what happened in June last year? Mortlock AWOL was sold to an American gentleman, and the previous owner I worked for, as some of you know, for 15 years. He decided that he needed to take a break from yachting. He'd been doing it, so I've been with him for 15 years, been boating for 20 years, and he wants to take a break for a year or two on boats that size. So the sale of AWOL happened in June last year. Part of the agreement with the sale was the new owner came to myself and the rest of the crew saying, I would like for you guys to stay on, for the season in order to complete the sale, which is understandable because in June, the season just started. The last thing you want to do is get rid of all the crew that know the boats at the beginning of the season. So I spoke to the crew, everybody agreed to stay on for the season. And then, so we do the charter season in the Meds. Then I agreed to take the boat on Dockwise, as some of you saw that series of videos, the super yacht transport ship, take it to the States and hand over to the new captain, who was Chris, who I actually did meet in June. So we met a few times over last summer. So the plan was never for me to stay on board AWOL with the new owner. So the speculation saying that all the crew were fired, that I was fired, simply wasn't true. Jiv, my wife, is a chief stew, and I decided we didn't want to go to the States. We liked being in the Med. That was our initial plan anyway. So what happened with the rest of the crew? Brad, who was he was a chase boat captain. He got bumped up to chief mate. Jason, Michaela, like Jill and I, decided to leave and pursue other things. So Jason was the original chief mate. Michaela was the second stew. And then Slav's situation, he's got a family in Croatia. If they wanted him to stay, they would need to offer what's called a rotational position. But they weren't willing to offer that, so he decided to leave. Although I've heard recently that it's possibly actually gone back to AWOL, but that's up to him. So none of the crew were fired. All the crew were offered to stay on board AWOL, and after that they all made their individual choices. Okay. As for Harry, who was with us not last season but the last few seasons before, the chase boat captain, he is still running a winter of luxury. They've actually just got a new chalet. What I'll do now on the chat, I will go and check it out. It's absolutely awesome. It's in Courchevel. I'll put a link to their Instagram on the chat so you guys go and follow them. So Harry is still working with the original boss, and my wife Jiv is also still working back with the original boss. Okay, so hand over the boat, I think it was end of October in Fort Lauderdale in Florida in the States. And then I attended the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I did a series of the Motor Yacht Bold videos. Now, the reason I did that, there was speculation that I was going to become captain on Bold. It was because Tristan, his name's also Tristan, was the chief officer on Bold. He managed to get me on board, do all these videos. I thought it'd be great for the viewers to see. Very interesting yacht, very unique. And those videos did pretty well. And then I flew back to Europe to refresh all my tickets, all my captain's tickets. So every 5 years, you have to do what's called your STCW basic refreshers. You need to do your advanced refreshers, and you need to do your captain's medical refresher, which is basically like an advanced first aid. So I went to do that, passed all those. So all my captain's tickets are now valid for another 5 years. All captains and crew with COCs need to do this every 5 years. So the next stage now, this is a first time talking about this. This is an absolute exclusive. There's been no promotion, no marketing of this. So over the years, through the YouTube channel and through the social media groups, I get a lot of messages from super yacht owners and super yacht buyers and charter clients asking me to guide them, to help them, to point them in the right direction. And what I did over the years is just point them to people that I knew in the industry, people that I worked with, people that I trusted, to help them charter a yacht, buy a yacht, sell a yacht, whatever it might be. But these messages kept coming in. So what I decided to do, I've set up my own charter and sales brokerage called Mortlock Yachts. Now, you're not going to find any website. I'm going to keep it very small. But it's up and running. Mortlock Yachts Limited, UK-based company, and been working with buyers. We've been selling charters and pointing new buyers in the right direction. Now, there's a lot of competition out there. People asking, why would anybody, go to Mortlock Yachts rather than, another brokerage? Is what I've learned over the years. Unfortunately, there's a lot of brokers out there that don't really know what they're talking about. A lot of them have never worked on board a super yacht before, don't understand how it's run. So what I bring to the table with the clients we're working with is, 20 years working in the industry, 15 years working on charter yachts, running crew, the vessel management, budgeting, accounts, crew hiring, contracts, shipyards. And I basically paint a picture of them to make sure they understand what yacht ownership is all about. Because buying the yacht is the easiest part. Helping owners understand the reality of owning a super yacht is a whole different ball game. So that's what we're doing with Mortlock Yachts. And through that, what we're doing is we're putting these owners in touch with the right management companies, people that I've worked with, the correct surveyors that I've worked with, the correct accounting softwares, how to hire crew, how to put your crew contracts in place, how to keep crew, and just giving them an insight, the reality of owning super yacht. Now, through Mortlock Yachts, I'm not naive to go out there and think I can just do it from scratch. I have actually teamed up with Kevin Bonney. He is a broker with over 20 years of experience. He runs IYC Monaco, and we have partnered up. So between his experience and my experience, we've joined teams, and that's what we're doing at the moment. Now, probably not what a lot of you wanted to hear. You wanted to hear about the next boat. But so Mortlock Yachts is only working with a select number of clients. So I still have plenty of time to do other things. So one of the biggest things I'm working on, unfortunately, I can't talk about it yet because the contract hasn't been signed. So there's still a possibility it might not happen. But it is a 24-month contract following a build of a very large vessel over, it's about 8 times the volume of motor yachts AWOL. And the shipyard's got in contact with me. The owner of the shipyard is a fan of this YouTube channel actually, and asked me if I'd be interested in vlogging the whole process of building this vessel. Now, this has never been done before. Shipyards rarely allow access to camera crews, people on social media, but this new yard owner is a younger guy. He sees the power of social media. He's a fan of this channel, loves what I do, loves the intricacies, showing you guys the reality of running a yacht. So then there'll be a video series of showing you how they build a yacht from scratch. I'll be on the ground running, working with filming with the engineers, the naval architects, welders, carpenters, electricians, all companies involved, which I'm really excited about. But nothing's been signed yet, so it might not go ahead. We've been talking the last couple of months, so fingers crossed for that. The next thing that I'm doing, and if there's any boat owners out there you'd be interested in this, is using my experience over the last 20 years, is taking owner operators of vessels between 30 and say 60 feet that are struggling to run the boats themselves, getting on board and teaching them how to operate their vessel, how to do your pre-departure checks, how to depart your berth, how to drop anchor, how to dock your vessels in different conditions, whether it be windy or not. Because over the years, what I've seen with owner operators, they go out, they have a nice day on the water, and when they come back in port, they're always struggling with a bit of wind to get the vessel into the berth. So the idea is to get on board these owners' boats, set up a few GoPros and cameras and some microphones, and teach them. And along the way, hopefully teach you guys, the viewers, the correct ways to running your boats. It's a bit smaller. It's not super yachts, but it's still running boats. So I want to take it more into a teaching kind of thing. So those are the two things that I'm aiming towards for this YouTube channel. Decided at least for the next 12 months, I won't be a captain on a particular vessel. Decided to take a bit of a break. Been doing it for, as I mentioned, 20 years. And in 20 years, I've never been unemployed. And it's been huge commitments. I've enjoyed it, but I think it's about time now that I try other things. And I'm excited to take you guys on the journey. This channel has always been about, educating and teaching people that are interested in the industry, what it's like working on these yachts. So, a few comments that I've got as well is, in the winter time, a few videos I've done, this winter, last winter, were the accident videos. And a few comments people saying, what's with the doom and gloom videos? The reality is a lot of young individuals that want to get into yachting watch this YouTube channel, and I want to make sure that they understand that it's not all glitz and glam, that it can be a very dangerous job. A lot of these accident reports don't get read by anybody. Nobody's talking about them. And I think on this channel, because of the following it has, I'm in a position to talk about it and to make people aware that there are dangers to yachting. It's not all happy times, champagne and cruising. It can be a very dangerous job if you're not properly trained and you don't know what you're talking about. So I will continue to do these videos. You can tell by the titles what it's going to be about. If you find it too much doom and gloom, you have a choice of not watching it. I'm also going to be doing a bit of freelance work, so delivery work and things like that, just to keep my miles up, keep my seat time up. But unfortunately, on most yachts, I won't be able to film that because of NDAs. So the next thing is, if you are a boat owner watching this and you are based in the Mediterranean and you would like for me to come on board for a few days and you're happy to be filmed to teach you to run your boat, then you can get in contact with us. Send me a direct message on Instagram at super-yacht-captain1. Yes, so going back to AWOL, so part of the sale agreement is the previous owner said to the new owner that they could keep the name AWOL for up to 12 months as part of the sale. The reason being is because we have AWOL branded like towels, crew uniform, the name. So to change everything is, it takes up a lot of time and money. So now the boat, I believe, has been changed to Motor Yacht Away. It's no longer called AWOL. I don't know if it's been changed on AIS yet. And the question I'm getting is, why do I still want to wear the uniform? Because AWOL for me represents a way of life. We started AWOL from nothing. It was a blank canvas, and we turned it into a very popular, successful, yacht, and obviously this YouTube channel. So for me, it's a lot more, it's got sentimental value, wearing this uniform, and AWOL will always be a part, of my life. It's not just a boat; it's a way of life. Cliche. What else I've got here? Yeah, so the other thing, that's just so you guys are aware, over the years I have been approached by multiple boat builders and boat brands to help promote their products. A few companies I'm talking with, saying, look, I'm not gonna go and say this is amazing, talk about 10-minute video about whatever it might be. But I said, I'll tell you what, if you've got a boat and I can go and use it and use a boat for a day or two and share my experience with the audience, maybe I'll happily do that. So that could be something else we look into as well. So as you can see, a lot of new things to come to the channel. It is the winter at the moment, so there's no movement around here in the med of boats and things. So it will be mostly videos at the desk, going through reports, do a bit more educational videos. The next video coming out on Friday, so videos every Friday, is going to be about how vessels navigate in heavy fog and how they avoid colliding. So we'll continue to do videos like that. So that's pretty much the update, guys. So what we're going to do now is go through a few of your questions and comments here. So if you just joined, make sure any questions that you watched from the beginning, and we'll see what people are saying here. God, there's loads here. Thank you, guys. Hey Tristan, your hair looks great. I need a haircut. I know. I've been a bit slacking a bit on the old hairstyle. Right. So what happened to the raffle tickets I purchased to win a week? Okay, this is still going on, the raffle. So the winner of the raffle was announced in May last year. So I've said to everybody, when you bought your tickets, your raffle tickets, you had to have opened a raffle account, a login account. You can log in and see the whole competition. So what happened with that? The competition closed, and the winner, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was a guy either from Denmark or Norway. He won the cash prize. We couldn't sell enough tickets to do the charter, so he won the full cash prize. And yeah, that's what happened with the competition. Again, log into your raffle account and you will see that. I can't believe I'm still being asked that all these months later. I've mentioned it multiple times. You have a new website. It's not true. No, I said I don't have a website. We don't need a website. I want to keep Mortlock Yachts small. I'm not going to be hiring people. The other thing we're not doing with Mortlock Yachts, which is completely different to every other brokerage, is we're not listing yachts for sale. I only represent the buyers. The reason I'm not listing yachts for sale is because I believe it causes a conflict of interest. Because if you've got yachts for sale and you've got clients who want to buy, you want your clients to buy the yachts you have for sale, because the broker gets then all the commission. Mortlock Yachts won't sell yachts. We only represent the buyers and the buyers' representatives. Sound like a great opportunity. Trying to get some questions. Tristan, are you going to do anything with David Seal? Yeah, David and I, we chat regularly. So if you don't know, we've actually all got a WhatsApp group. So David Seal from Yachts for Sale, Nick Burnham, who else we got? We've got Jared Watney, we've got Naughty Styles, we've got E. Sisman. So we've all got a WhatsApp group. So we all stay in touch pretty regularly. So maybe I'll pop up in one of David's videos. He's over the other side of the world, the other side of the Atlantic in the moment, filming a bunch of videos. Are you going to drive it after? I guess you're talking about so the vessel that I'm hoping to create this whole vlog series on, it is under 3,000 gross tons. And it's going to be completed in about 2 years' time. And it's certainly could potentially be a dream boat for me. But anyway, I really want to get the contract signed before I can talk about it. If it goes ahead, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be epic. It's never been done before. It's going to be something completely new. So fingers crossed. What about a season on Below Deck? Yeah, Below Deck have spoken to me, but we didn't really see eye to eye. I have other ideas. I'm amateur captain. Blah, blah, blah. The other thing as well, I get quite a lot of comments, just so you guys know, or questions on Instagram. And, you know, a lot of questions that I get is quite the repeat questions. And, you know, answering it again and again gets a bit tiresome. Just so you know, a lot of questions I do get, the answers are on Google. So if I get a question and I can say, right, you can easily Google that answer, I'm not going to answer it because the person's just, in my opinion, not bothered. If you really cared, just Google it. Why are you wearing AWOL shirts? So again, guys, that question's been answered. I'm not going to go repeating everything I've already said. So start the video from the beginning if you haven't seen the reason I'm wearing the shirt. Is captaining a perishable skill? It is. You got to stay active. You got to stay engaged. So, like I said, I did all my refresher courses. I'm still staying very engaged with the industry. I've been reading a lot of reports and updates. So yeah. If I win a lottery and buy a boat, I'll email you. Sorry guys, it skips again. Oh wow. Bimmer Geezer, thank you very much. Tristan, I very much enjoyed your accident analysis videos. It was fascinating to see all sides of the instance. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for the... wasn't expecting any... Today was just about an update what's going on. Anyway, a few more questions, guys. Did the owner keep Lizzie? Yes, the owners kept Lizzie. And in fact, I'm seeing the captain of Lizzie either this evening or tomorrow. So we've become quite good mates. Can you buy the AWOL name so you can keep it? So the way it works, that's a good question. Can you buy the AWOL name so you can keep it? So the way it works with each flag state can have one name. So we were registered under Malta flag, so there'll be only one AWOL under Malta flag. If you say you have, you know, US flag, you can register your name AWOL as well. So it all depends on the flag state. So will there be a new AWOL? That's a good question. There is possibility in the next year or two that my previous boss goes and buys another AWOL. Rudy, thank you very much. Only for support to this great captain for all the great videos. Thank you, Rudy. Tristan, where do you get your tickets? So all my certification is all MCA, which is the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, which is, you know, the UK, the British licensing. So I'm qualified up to 3,000 gross ton commercial yachts. Okay, so again, a lot of repeat questions now from, I guess, new people joining. So guys, I think we will end the live stream there. Pretty much answered everything, so you guys are all up to date with what's going on. Stay tuned, because I really hope this project goes ahead. Again, if you are a boat owner and you got your boat here in the Med, and you would like me to come on board for a few days to teach you if you're struggling a bit, and you're happy to put it on camera for the viewers to also learn from it, then do get in touch. Send me a message on Instagram at super-yacht-captain1. We've got a few already lined up, so I'm not sure how many we're going to do yet. We might start with just 5 or 10, but depending on how well that series of videos do, we might move up to 20 or 30 over the summer months, depending on the schedules and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you're just joining us, I suggest you start from the beginning, because it's all been asked and answered. So yeah, next video coming out Friday. I hope you enjoy it. So over the winter months now, as I mentioned, most videos will be done here from the studio. Hopefully you guys learn a thing or two. And if I am doing any deliveries and whatnot, and I'm allowed to film, I would be vlogging that as well. Okay. All right, guys, take care. Oh, sorry, got one more super chat there. Congratulations and massive great fortune on this new chapter of your life. Thank you very much, old man Gib. Cheers, guys. Take care to you all. And again, to all the followers and subscribers been watching this for years, thank you for following me on my journey. I'm really excited about the next chapter, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it as well. All the best. Take care. Bye.